Well, the Canaries were looking great 10 games ago when they were 16-10 and in first place. But as manager Mike Meyer admits, they have been struggling ever since.
We've been struggling a little bit now, but we've been playing some of the better teams. And I still like our pieces. I think our lineup's, pretty dynamic. We have a lot of on-base percentage guys and some guys that can hit out of the ballpark. We just need to shore up our pitching staff a little bit, and I think we'll be all right.
So tonight they tried to snap a 6-game losing skid. They had actually lost 8 of their last 10 games, and it did not get off to a good start. First pitch! First pitch! Home run. Brennan Metzger, his 4th of the year, so it's 1-0. Later in the first inning, a couple of batters later, TJ Bennett goes deep for a 2-run homer. It's 4-0 Fargo-Moorhead after 1 inning. And Sebastian Cassay, whenever the Birds got something going, he said, sit down. 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, no runs. This is Daniel Comstock launching a 2-run homer. This came in the 4th inning. The Redhawks got 4 in the first, 3 in the 4th, and that's all they scored, but that's all they would need. This is Devin Ahart with a gapper down the third baseline. They add another run to make it 7-0, and that was your final score. As the Birds lose for the 9th time in 10 games, 7 straight losses. The Redhawks have won 9 straight, but Birds are only a game and a half out of first place. And now, here's Zach Borg with your Billion Automotive Plays of the Week.
Yankton basketball star Matthew Moores is no slouch in baseball either, singling home a run in Yankton's 9-3 win at Sioux Falls East. At 4, we have 4 touchdown runs from Lorenzo Brown. He'd add a touchdown pass as well to lead Sioux Falls to a 50-47 victory over Tucson in the IFL playoffs.
Buffalo Sabres select from Sioux Falls, Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson's first-round selection in the NHL draft was just the start of an historic weekend for the Stampede, as a franchise record 5 players from last year's Clark Cup champions were selected. The Canaries start flashing the leather at number 2. In Sioux City, Brett Vertigan lays out to make a great grab and center. Yet Clint Coulter gets our top spot because he had to contend with the ball, the wall, and a teammate. And those are your Billion Automotive Plays of the Week.
The Storm advanced in the IFL playoffs with a win Sunday at the Premier Center, although it was a nerve-wracker against the Tucson Sugar Skulls. You saw some of this. After trailing early, Kalen Campbell gave the Storm the lead with the first of his 2 touchdowns. Then Lorenzo took over. As Zach said in the Plays of the Week, he had 4 touchdown runs. Now Tucson would regain the lead, but Brown would respond again on the ground. He was really good. And then he finally took to the air. This touchdown pass to Damian Ford would give the Storm the lead for good in a 50-47 victory. It was yet another thrilling win for Curtis Riggs and his team, with Lorenzo making several big plays for the hometown fans.
Our offensive line played really well tonight. They did a great job up front, gave him time, and then he did a nice job picking and choosing and then taking off and running.
Our fans have been spoiled with the dominance that we've had, but I think they're enjoying these games that we have in front of them. And, it's come down to the last drive, sometimes last play, and it's just exciting, and it's good to come out on top in those.
I agree. It's been a lot more exciting than some of the blowout years that they had where they steamrolled everybody. And with that, the Storm are on to the United Conference Championship game. It's going to be a rematch of last year's last-minute United Bowl loss as the Storm head back to Des Moines to take on the Barnstormers. We'll have more on that tomorrow. This year they split the regular season. The Storm lost the most recent game 2 weeks ago, 55-43 at Des Moines. Kickoff is at 7. The winner of that game gets the winner of the intense conference championship between Nebraska and Arizona. That'll be in the United Bowl. The first place Twins hosting Tampa again tonight at Target Field. Eddie Rosario with an RBI single, but would later leave the game with a turned ankle. That wasn't good news for them. They're up 3-0, but back comes Tampa Bay. Kevin Kiermaier with a 2-run bomb to center. They actually hit 3 home runs and took a 4-3 lead, but Nelson Cruz cleared the bases in the 7th inning with a 3-run double. Let's go to your scoreboard. That was the difference. Cruz with 3 hits, 3 RBIs, And the big hit in the game is the Twins win it 6-4, their second straight win over Tampa Bay. They'll play again tomorrow at noon. We'll have highlights of that for you tomorrow at 6 o'clock and 10. Odorizzi was your winner, and Rogers got the save. And finally, yesterday we told you all about USF's Drew Giebert, who's going to play professional basketball in Spain. Well, one of his teammates right there is also excited to play pro ball in Ecuador in the NBL starting next week. That's Justin Taylor. He averaged 6 points and 5 rebounds in just about 14 minutes of playing time per game for the Cougars in his senior year. As you can see, he's got some pretty good hops. Justin said on his Twitter account that he's going to be living what he dreamed of his entire life. Watch this play by him. Again, look out below. And he's very grateful for the opportunity. And that's sports. We'll all be right back.